So I did a video. I'll slap a picture in of this bridge that had been washed out years ago, and I happened to just be out for a cruise this afternoon, heading over to one of my favorite spots on the lake to grab a hot dog later, and I came across this bridge from the other side. I thought I'd check it out from the other side just to see what was down that road. And look at that, they are doing a new bridge. And I just did this, like, it's just put up on our website a couple months ago how it had gotten washed out. And instead of just repairing the old bridge, they took it all down and they're putting a brand new bridge in. So they got a pretty decent sized crane here. And a lot of concrete. Looks like they're really doing it right this time. Well, the old one, I can't say that they didn't do it right, because it was there for probably 75 years or 100 years or something like that. But they are really doing it up good. So if there's ever a flood like that again, this thing won't have any problems with it. Hopefully it hadn't washed the bridge out. It had just washed all the fill out. So hopefully they're setting it back far enough from the water that if there's any fill that could get washed out, that it won't. So I'm gonna walk a little closer here in a minute. I'm probably gonna get yelled at and kicked out of here, but I thought I'd show you this. This is what they do with a helicopter too. What they'll do is, this is a cement bucket. It's a dump bucket, and a helicopter will, I don't know, I'm just kind of showing you this underneath. That's the spring-loaded mechanism down there. That's the jaws that'll open and the concrete will dump out. I can't see this, so let me make sure I'm all the way wide. So as you can see, this cable here hooks onto the crane or the helicopter. And then there's another cable that'll connect to this. It's probably on this in particular thing. The guys are standing there. Maybe that's what they do when they helicopter it in. So if they're ever doing concrete work up on top of a mountain for a what do you call it? The repeater stations and the cell phone towers up on top of a mountain, they use this on a helicopter and they'll fly it in. And they'll bring it down to the ground. The guys, I guess, pull that lever. I always thought they had a thing up in the helicopter they'd pull and it would drop the cement, but I guess they just bring it down to where the guys are. They pull that, the jaws open down below. Here's a better shot of the jaws. The jaws will open there, and the cement will dump out, and they'll close it back up, and the helicopter will fly back down. And in this case, they're using it with that crane right there. They're going to use it with that crane to bring the cement into the middle of the bridge where the cement truck. A lot of times they'll have a boom arm that comes out of the cement truck and a long tube, but maybe that wasn't working on this for the footings down below. So I'm not sure what this stuff is. I guess that's just the wire mesh plates that they put into the concrete for the footings to make sure that it's nice and secure. And that guy's doing some side work over there. He's clearing some stuff off to the side. You can see they got a steamroller there, and that way they can flatten out the road on the far side and the close side. You can see over there they're probably using it for that side and along here to flatten everything down, and they'll probably keep it here until they tar over the top of this thing. But look how high it is. So maybe they're gonna fill all this in. They maybe have it start ramping up right about here and ramp so it's level, because it's much higher than the other one was down lower. The other one was actually lower than them cement. It was lower than those cement pillars right there. You could see the crane tracks. That's how high the road was before. It just went straight across. So that's another thing they're doing, is raising it up. What, maybe 7-8 feet, it looks like, and that will give a lot more leeway for water to go underneath it. And then also, you know, water, maybe if they fill all this in, then the water won't be able to sneak around the outside and go through. Because a lot of times if these creeks around here flood out, we've noticed that there's, like, you know, little farm fields next to these creeks on the sides of these roads, and that's where they keep their goats and their cattle and stuff like that. and they'll get those planes flooded out, and if there's a shed in those planes, it's going to get flooded as well. So I'm going to move a little closer here. I'm not going to get up onto that dirt. I'm just going to kind of check it out here. Look at all the pillars they got there, piers or span sets, I guess, spans, bridge spans that are going to probably just go right over the top of that, right there. So the crane, I don't know how the crane's going to lift each one of those, but I guess maybe each one isn't that heavy, and they'll attach a cable on that side and a cable on this side, and then it'll go up in a V to a hang point. And from there, they'll just lift it right on top of all these cross beams here, cross supports. So maybe I'll come back down here, and yeah, I could probably walk over to the side here and not get in trouble. But yeah, look how big those are. Yeah, there's another thing here, another tractor. I guess you'd call a backhoe maybe, because it's got the backhoe thing there, but the whole second shaft is missing, unless that's a shorty and you just put a bucket right off the end there. Not sure about that. Here's some fuel, probably some diesel fuel. What do they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bridge expansions that'll go from this side to the other side. And I guess they've already put 6 down over there, possibly more. Maybe they've put maybe they got some more coming in, because I see, if those are individuals right there that we're seeing, that's more than 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably 12 over there. So maybe they got 6 more coming in. Yeah, that looks like they've just built one little piece over there. Is that shorter? Kind of looks like that was maybe a short part, and now they're gonna put the long part in. So maybe they'll do another short part here. You can see there's the old road right there I was talking about. So you can see how much higher it's going to be. So they're going to have to shore up this road along here for sure. Sorry, I'll expand back out here for this. I would never walk down here if they were doing work on this side, because I wouldn't want to be near their construction. They get real, paranoid. I'm not wearing a hard hat or anything like that. So, but look at the 2 bottom pillars holding up the section here, and that's a nice. So they got 2 major beams on this side, cross beams with on pillars. Look at all the rock work they did underneath there too, and then they've got the secondary cross beam up there that's on the ground. So maybe they'll leave that open so water can flow underneath that. Because what happened last time is they had water go in between this and where the bridge was. And I'll show you, if you look on our channel, I'll put a link down at the bottom left-hand corner at the end of this video to that bridge washout. It wasn't a bridge washout, but it was all the supporting structure around the bridge, all the backfill and all that stuff that had washed out. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They're doing a really good job on this. Modern. Look at this beam they put down just so they could walk across the stream from one side to the other. So if they're over here and they need to get over there, they could just walk across. Personally, I would say, hey, take that crane. I'll sit in a seat. You can pick me up and just drop me on the other side. So look at this. This is a ESW, ES Wagner and Company. It's the LS 138H2. So look that up if you guys want. I'm sure it's diesel. You can see there's the seat up there inside that baby. Nice long tracks on this thing. And this is all counterweight back there. So I don't know how much counterweight they have. It looks like there's a door right there. So it's not too much counterweight in the back. But you got to be careful. The guys that do these, they know not to reach that thing out too far when they're hauling heavy weights. But this thing, I guess those concrete beams that are just over the hill here, those are probably the heaviest thing that this thing's lifting, and it probably lifts it almost straight up and straight down. Not too, they don't take that arm out too far. because that's how cranes end up tipping over and crashing. So, but look at it. So this is that same I-beam that's down there crossing the river. But give you a hint at how big this is, because I know it's hard to tell on a video. There's my foot. That's a big I-beam. It's probably 12 inches across. And this one's even bigger right here. That one's like 16, 18, and maybe 20 inches across. So I'm not sure what these two are going to be for, but then you got a cage for another cross beam, and I'm thinking that, see this secondary one back there? They're probably going to do a secondary one here, and that's probably what this is right here. So I'm about to get yelled at because I saw a guy just pull in over here. So maybe I'll just wrap this up, and I'll do another video on this crane on the website. You can check that out, and this bobcat and all that stuff. But oh, he's ripping it out over there. All right, I'm gonna get out of here since there's someone working on this side of the thing now. So hey, if you guys like our videos, please hit that like and subscribe. Check out the washout bridge right there. Check out our channel right there. We got 1,400 videos, all kinds of stuff like this on our channel. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.